Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper, along with
AG the intern. Hello, everyone.
And it's story time again.
It is story time, and today I have no idea what we're talking about. So
I was
going to
say this is just going to hit you cold.
Okay, great. Let's hear it.
I've had this in mind as a story that I've wanted to tell you, and one reason I wanted to tell it is because it involves singing.
Okay.
And
oh boy.
Who is a singer at this table?
Sometimes I sing.
Yes,
a little
you
bit.
do.
A little
Yes, you
bit. I do. I
Yes,
do.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know. I used to sing.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, so this should be a good little story.
Yeah,
then.
I sang in high school. I sang with a combo type thing. You know, always sang in church, sang in talent contests.
Okay.
My brother and I did a lot of singing together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a great singer. I'm not saying that. But I sang.
Yeah.
And people knew that, hey, Jackie can sing. Several years ago, well, let's say 20 years ago, I had reached a point where the voice was not.
It was going away.
It was going away.
Yeah.
Slowly, I didn't sing out in church like I used to on the hymns and everything. And I got a phone call. And it was from a young woman named Stephanie. Okay. And she was the daughter of two of my best friends, Tom and Joanne Leonard. And she said, "Oh, Mr. Jackie, I'm engaged." Okay. And I said, "I'm so happy for you, Stephanie. That's great." And she told me about who she was engaged to and da-da-da-da-da-da.
Can I make a prediction?
What?
Is she wanting you to sing at her wedding?
Yes!
Oh, boy!
Yes!
Oh, no.
At the very end, she said, it's always been my dream that you would sing at my wedding.
Oh, boy. And what did you say to that?
I said, "Stephanie, I don't sing anymore." And she said, "For me."
Oh, no.
She said,
You had to after that.
I thought, this was like in April. They were getting married in November. I thought, hey, a lot can go wrong.
A lot can happen between now and then.
Between now and November. I can say yes, and it doesn't mean a thing. "Sure, Stephanie, I'll sing at your wedding." And she was like, "Oh, thank you so much." She said, "I'll be in touch." So she got back to me, and she said, "My grandfather, when he married my grandmother, wrote a song for her."
Oh, boy.
And they sang at their wedding. "And I would like for you to sing that." And she sent it to me. And I called her and said, no way, Stephanie, that I can learn this.
Absolutely not.
I mean, it's a big thing.
It's nerve-wracking. Singing.
Have you sung at weddings?
I've never sang at weddings.
Never sang at weddings?
And I feel like I'd be way too nervous to do that. I feel like that's a lot of pressure.
Where have you sung that made you nervous?
I've sang in church. I have sang, we have a local music festival around here that
the Dixons do it.
Right, yeah, it's called the Elko Music Festival, and we didn't do it last year because of COVID, obviously, but I've done it twice in the past. And
so you're like the star.
I'm the opener of that.
The opener.
So.
No, you have to have people open for you.
That's true. We need to get me up to that level, of course.
I could open for you.
You could open for me.
Croaking away.
But yes, I did. I sang at those little festivals. We did covers of songs, and it was nerve-wracking. Like, my friend that I performed with will tell you, that whole day.
Oh, you performed with somebody?
Yes, so I sang, and one of my good friends, Carmen Dixon, she plays guitar. And
does she sing too?
She sings a little bit, yeah. Usually she'll harmonize with me if we're singing together, or,
Well, that was like my brother. Whenever my brother and I would sing, it was easy because he harmonized. And it was like there was a layer underneath me.
Yeah, I feel like when people do that, though, when people harmonize with you, it makes me sound better, at least.
It does. I feel the same way. It kind of lifts your voice up.
It makes me less nervous when somebody's harmonizing with me. And my friend Carmen is good about keeping me calm when we're doing that kind of thing. And we have fun doing that together. So that's about the extent of where I have sang before.
Well, I took this job. I thought, oh my gosh, and it gets worse when in this story. But I did write it, and I said, I cannot sing this song. I mean, it's very nice, but I'm just completely unfamiliar with it, and I cannot sing this song. Is there something else? And so she wrote back, and she said, could you do the Lord's Prayer? But I don't know if you've ever sung the Lord's Prayer or not, but it has a part at the end that really goes up there. For thine is the kingdom and the power.
Right.
And the glory.
Yeah, I've never sang it, but...
Oh, it's got a high note to it. So I said, yes, I can try the Lord's Prayer. And so I got Deborah Walker, who is a pianist, and very talented woman here in Pierre. I got Deborah to play the piano, the accompaniment, on a tape. And I would drive to work in Macon. I was working in Macon at the time, and I would put that tape in my little car. And I would sing all the way to Macon and all the way home, all the way to Macon, all the way home. And it sounded good. I mean, and even my wife, we would go somewhere and I'd say, listen to me sing this. And I'd put the tape on and we'd sing. She said, that sounds really good. Yeah. And I thought, if I could just take this car into the church. But so it comes time for the wedding.
Were you nervous, like the day of? Were you nervous?
We went to the rehearsal, and it is in one of the oldest churches in Charleston. Charleston.
Yeah, Charleston.
Those Charlestonians are picky about their services and their music.
Right.
And she was married into a very well-to-do, super nice, wonderful family. And we go, and I've been rehearsing in the car. And so
rehearsed all the way there, right?
Rehearsed all the way there. I had this down. But anyway, the man in charge came up and he said, okay, we'll go through your song now. And I said, where will I stand? And he said, you just come right out and you stand right in the middle of the church. Yeah. And I said, and where will my microphone be? And he said, we don't use microphones.
Oh, boy.
He said, this church is acoustically perfect. You can hear in all reaches.
Yeah, without a microphone.
No microphone.
Oh, boy.
I would need a microphone.
Yeah.
And he said, no, we don't use it. That would destroy the ambiance of the church and all. So I said, okay. And he said, let's run through it. I started singing, and I looked over, and my wife had her head ducked.
Oh, no. That's when you know it's bad.
The future in-laws were like,
oh, no.
Dogs were howling in the street.
Oh, no.
It was so bad.
Oh, no.
For thine is a kingdom. It was terrible.
Was it because you were in front of people? Were you nervous?
It was because I couldn't sing.
Okay.
The voice had gone. Gone.
Oh, goodness.
And he said, let's try it in a little lower key. Did not help.
Didn't help.
Oh, it was worse. And so it was over with, and my wife and I go back to the hotel, and we had come with another couple of close friends of ours. And my wife said, you're going to ruin Stephanie's wedding. She did not pull any punches. Oh. You've got to drop out. You are going to ruin Stephanie's wedding.
And how did you feel after that?
I felt like I was going to ruin Stephanie's wedding. Beautiful bride, wonderful woman. And her wedding was headed toward disaster. Amber, I have never prayed as hard in my life. Oh, God, just let me get through this. Please don't let me ruin her wedding. Please don't let this happen. And I have a tuxedo. Look good.
I bet you did.
Felt, I like a tuxedo.
Yeah, look good, feel good, right?
You can be bad looking and put on a tuxedo, you're going to be better looking.
Yeah.
And I prayed, and we get there, and it gets to where I get up out of my seat. I walk over. I was praying all the way. And I get there, and I turn, and I face the congregation. And God sang.
Really?
I opened my mouth. You have never heard such perfect pitch.
Wow.
I hit that note at the end. I didn't just hit it. I dwelt there and came back down. They have it on tape. I have proof.
Okay, well, how about you send it to me and I'll put it in this video?
No.
So it wasn't that good, okay.
Well, it was that good.
Okay.
It was that good. But the fact is, seriously, it was a tragedy, and I just felt like I opened my mouth and I didn't even become a part of it. God was just singing through me. And after, people said, We never knew you could sing that good.
You're like, I didn't know either.
I do give God all the credit. I really do. But it was one of those things that, seriously, on rehearsal night, it was like, oh, this is like the bloop reel of American Idol. You know, those people who get up there and can't sing, and you think, why are they even there? Those people were looking at me like, why are you here?
And then you showed them why you were there the next day.
I showed them why I was there.
Well, good
that
for you.
was it.
I'm glad that it turned out good.
It was a good experience. It's my testimony. It's everything. But it was a good experience, and it's an absolutely true story.
Good. I want to see the footage. If we can't show them, at least show me.
All right.
How about that?
You know, they've got it.
Okay. That's a good story. I like that.
You like that one?
Yeah, that one had a good ending.
I know, it did. It's better than making Julia Roberts cry or whatever those bad ones were.
Yeah, exactly.
This one had a great ending, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that all of y'all enjoyed it. For now, this has been Story Time, and I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with
AG the intern.
See you next time.